Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. I'm Nye, and that is Mako.
Wait.
This is going to be another episode dedicated to Blitzball, but for a very special reason. I opened up the tournament screen. I did a little bit of Blitzball playing off-screen, just for the stuff that you guys didn't need to see, just grinding. And lo and behold, Wakka had attack reels as the first place prize for this tournament. Not only that, but I'm not exactly doing bad in this tournament either. It is currently us versus not the Luca Goers, not the Ronso Fangs, but the Kilika Beasts for first place. Should be a little easy. Should be.
Famous last words. Famous last words.
So throw all of our characters into their various places. We do have a couple of good things going on. Titus did get his second ability slot. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have anything useful in it, but we're going to do Drain Tackle. I think I learned that. Velucha has a second ability slot, but has nothing to put in it. She's still a pretty good left defenser, though. Rop has Brawler. Miyu still never learned anything worthwhile. Probably want to do, let's see. See if I can teach these guys some stuff. There's not a lot that any of them really want, but... So we're just assigning learning. Nothing really special. But the hope is that we'll be able to get some of these guys to actually learn some of these skills. Hopefully. One of the big things that did go on is that Titus did level up several times. So I'm able to do several more eject shots in one half than I was previously. And Wedge has a couple of good abilities too. Well, that guy's boned. Here comes my front linesman. Hi, how's it going? There's 3 of us here, and you are boned. Wait, seriously? How did he pull that off? No, give me that ball. And Titus still... Are you kidding me?
And you missed a tech copy opportunity there.
Did I?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to it.
Yeah, for those of you playing at home who don't know, when it says tech copy in the corner, it means that the person you are watching has a skill that can be learned, but you have to be on the ball.
No. Not that they have, but that they are currently using. Yeah, difference.
But yeah, the catch is that you have to actually like push the button when it says to actually learn anything.
Yeah. Damn. Okay, good. Zev got it. Okay. We're having a bad half here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pass to Titus. Nope, just normal pass will be fine. So one of the big things that you want to do whenever you're playing Blitzball is you want to waste time, if at all possible. You want to get an early lead, which I'm doing right now because I'm about to get a score and there's no way these guys are gonna stop me. So first of all, you want to get an early lead. Get a quick goal or 2. Titus is amazing at it because he needs at least 3 blockers to stop him. And you want to then just waste time as much as possible. This typically is going to involve doing a lot of passing back and forth. And the good news about that is that passing will get you a lot of experience for your players. So you win both ways. So that's part of what you want. The other thing that you definitely want to do is you want to try to separate the enemy team as much as possible. This can be easy a lot, depending on how you're doing it. Let's do a Drain Tackle on them. Nope. No tech cost. Or no tech happening. Unfortunately, this guy swims a lot faster than Zev Ronso does. Actually, he might not have a... Oh, he does have a 3-man break. Okay. Is he seriously going to shoot?
Yes.
Wow. That was really stupid. So one thing you can do is typically you're going to want to have some players who are faster than others. Notice that I'm staying ahead of this guy pretty darn well. He's going to catch me in a second. But you want to have some characters that are faster than others so you can kite them like I'm doing. After a certain level of kiting, go ahead and pass here. Venom Tackle didn't have a chance to tech copy. You want to kite them as much around the top or the bottom of the map as you can. Yeah, dude, you're... Is he really? 1 shoot score against the guy with 15 block. You think that's a good idea? Hey, Wedge.
They really haven't shown that they've got this whole being smart thing down.
Well, things do get a little bit more difficult later on as the computer starts getting better. Mostly because they have better stats, so they get more difficult because of it. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot. We're going to do a Venom Shot. See, Wedge has really good shoot score. Though I hear he falls off later on. But right now, all we're doing is solidifying early game dominance. That's about it. So we're going to very much sort of prove that this is they're not going to get anywhere with this game. But what you want to do is you want to kind of swim at the far top of the map or the far bottom of the map for as much time as possible when you're kind of setting things up. And the further you go forward, the more your forwards are likely to continue with you. So, for instance, I have Wedge, I have Zev, and I have Tidus on my front line. So what I want to do is when I get this ball, and I'm gonna get it. Okay, come on. Get this tackle. Thank you. So I'm going to have Zev go straight down as far south as I can on this map. And watch how Wedge and Tidus up there will gradually move towards the goal. But also notice that because I am that far south, no one is messing with me at all. No one's even bothering to stop me. It's this stupid thing the computer does. They don't think about it. They don't actually attack you, at least at this point in the game. Maybe later on in the game, Blitzball becomes more difficult. But considering we're going after attack reels right now, which is one of the more powerful things you can get, and one of the biggest rewards you can get off of Blitzball, I don't know if we're ever going to get to a point where the computer's going to play better. And Tidus scores another goal. Now, we do have 2 more overdrives I have to earn for Wakka through Blitzball. This is just attack reels, and attack reels is really nice. The way it works is that it's another slot machine style thing. And Wakka can either do 6 damage, or 6 attacks per enemy, or 15 attacks to 1 enemy. Also, that if you dominate as much as I did, they don't get much experience, so they're not going to get better between rounds. On the other hand, that is my experience.
Nice.
We just got a second technique slot. Tidus got more health. So did Zev, so did Rop. So we're doing pretty good. But yeah, attack reels is really fantastic, and we are definitely wanting to get that as soon as possible. So we're going to get it right now. Again, there's very little these guys are going to be able to do to stop me. Let's see. Does he have a tackle? Okay, we're going to do regen on him. Regen says that when he's not carrying the ball, his health, regens faster, which is fantastic, because... I'm going to keep tackles up on you. That's generally fantastic because it means he can use more special attacks when I'm not using him. So kind of alternate between him and Tidus for a while. They also have the status reels that we'll get eventually, which is basically just, flip the reels and flick status effects. And there's also the Auroch reels, however you pronounce it. And the slot machine has some Auroch signs from the actual, team. Nope, missed it. Unfortunately, Zev Ronso's level is too low, so he was unable to copy Napshot. So watch this. See how all 5 of them are chasing me? But at least 4 of them should be out of range of any ability to get in on a jump on me. So all I gotta do is stay ahead of them. One, we're wasting time, but also I'm gradually pulling away from the pack. Let's go ahead and activate here. Nope, I got a 4-man blitz. That sucks.
Yeah, a lot of them were sort of edging the corner of the circle on the map, so...
Yeah. I mean, it's no big deal. I'm going to shoot from here. It's not going to do anything because I'm way out of distance. The higher your shot score is, the... Oh, nobody gets poisoned? Are you kidding me? The higher your shot score is, the faster it degrades. But here's the... How did he get the ball back? As far out as they are... It should have been Tidus. Tidus was the closest one there. That's what I was kind of banking on.
One hell of a ricochet.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this guy's shooting from this far back. Doesn't matter. So what's going to end up happening... there we go. Rop gets the ball. Rop breaks to Aizen. And passes to Tidus. But generally that's what you would do, is you would go kite them for a while. Usually with someone who swims incredibly fast. Unfortunately, Wedge is not the fastest of the swimmers. Let's see. And we'll go attack from here. We'll break to the first guy. Shoot. Eject shot. But yeah, you'd swim ahead of them. Then do a break event during some time when there's only, say, two of them around. break to the first, pass to the second, and you've just gotten rid of 2 of their defenders. Which ends up working pretty well. Now, there's a reason why I'm making sure Tidus is the one that's scoring all these goals. In addition to a first-place reward, which we're definitely going for, because, again, that is the attack reels that we're looking for, there's also a reward for having the most goals scored in the entire tournament. I forget what it is this time. It changes every time. But, you know, we definitely want to make sure that we get whatever it is. And then typically, most of the stuff can also be used for synthesis and customization too. So we want some of this stuff. Blitzball is a good way to get a lot of really rare items, like rename cards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, rename cards, the idea behind them is that they give you the ability to rename anything you could have previously named. So, for example, I think you can rename Tidus. I think you can also rename any of the summons that you've gotten so far. Now, the thing is that also you can also use the rename card to get it's used for some customization, but I can't remember what it is. Something half decent though.
Yeah, don't recall offhand, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's something good. I can't remember what it is. And rename cards are kind of hard to get. I think some endgame monsters may have it.
Odds are good you have to bribe it out of someone.
Probably. So Tidus is going to continue, you know, being really terrible at tackling. I don't think he ever gets any good at tackling. I don't think it's part of his stat growth.
He's not all that,
Yeah, not at all. What I'm trying to figure out is exactly how did the Kilika Beasts get to the finals with me? With this level of performance. Their stats are terrible. I think they're fast swimmers, if I remember correctly, and that's part of it, but their stats are absolutely horrible. Now, one thing you got to know is that when it comes to the last 30 seconds of the game, if you hit 445, there's not enough time to actually score a goal. Watch. I'm at 442. We're going to break. We're going to shoot. I'm going to Venom Shot because it's over. But, 6 or 7, 48, 49, 50. Oh, never mind. We got it. If, well, if the goalie had actually had a skill of some sort, it would have focused on him, and there would have been, like, 15 seconds worth of time would have been lost to just looking at him. So, yeah, 40 seconds worth, 45 seconds, it's almost... Dude, just, why are you even... Okay, there we go. I mean, really? Seriously.
Just pack it in now.
You guys are done. You got no experience. You lost. All of us go... Yeah. Unfortunately, nobody gained any extra slots. But, yeah. So, we said Aurochs 6, the Kilika Beast 0. And in the losers bracket, the Albed Psyches got 1 point against the Luca Goers.
Are they even trying anymore?
Nope. Tidus is the lead scorer with 10 goals. Wedge is the second place for 4. Tournament's over. The Besaid Aurochs have finished the tournament number 1. Please accept this prize. Wakka has learned to overdrive attack reels, and we have earned a trophy. Show off. Tidus is the top scorer, so we get a return. Ooh! We got a return sphere.
Oh, nice.
The Besaid Aurochs team level has increased to 2, and they have learned the center attack formation, which is really useful. Now, the return sphere is something we're going to take a look at. I'm not going to use it right now, but it's something to be used on the sphere grid. Let's level some people up, because it's actually been quite a while since I've done any leveling, and when walking back to Besaid Island from elsewhere, I did gain a lot of stuff. So we gained the ability Threaten, which I forget how that works. I think it reduces enemy attack.
Actually, what I hang on, let me double check that. I think it might actually, it either reduces their attack or it alters their aggro table.
Quite possibly.
Or on Threaten, immobilize an enemy with fear.
Ah, okay. And Tia's just learned Sloga,
which is hideously useful against anything except bosses, unfortunately.
But it's good against the ads on bosses. And those do show up from time to time. Everybody continues to get better. So yeah, there shouldn't be too much in the way of leveling on the way back, which we'll be doing next episode. It's, you know, there shouldn't be too much. I'm not gonna have to fight much, I don't think.
Oh, you went. Oh, I was about to say. I thought you were about to skip a node that you were gonna need to hit, but
nope, already hit it. I'm being careful about where I'm moving.
It's one of those things. I always find that sometimes it's difficult to tell the way the nodes connect to each other.
Well, those shimmering lines are not
the shimmering lines, but it's just a graphical thing, and sometimes my eyesight's not all that great.
Yeah, well, there's that.
I was gonna say there's a reason that I wear glasses.
Let's see, what is this? Whose node is this? Holy, that's Yuna's node. Okay.
Oh, Yuna.
We're gonna go up here because there's a lot of good stuff in that particular node. Okay. Kamari, my good friend Kamari.
It's time for Kamari to start moving towards Tidus's grid.
Yep, which should be this one.
Yep. Hang on. I think
wait, are you kidding me?
You overshot it just a little bit.
No, I didn't. It's right here.
Yep. Then you just use. While we're here, let's take a look at what the return sphere does. Not use it, but just see what it does.
So if we were to use a return sphere, return sphere says that you can return to any previously activated node. So, for example, one recommended thing on we'll come back to Kamari in a minute. One recommended thing on Riku's line is that where she starts is right here. If you use a level 2 key sphere, and I have one, you can immediately get Dispel and Reflect out of, I believe that's Yuna's grid, if you were to just go backwards. I don't feel like doing it, but it's there.
Right. But, so this is really useful for going back and changing the directions. It will be really, really useful for, well, for us in this case, because, you know, you want to get everything, but for Kamari, it's especially useful considering that you can build him in any direction you want.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something I'm likely to use very much, but for Kamari specifically, we're really going to like the fact that exists. Or, let's say Tidus reaches the end of his sphere grid, which is not going to happen anytime soon. But let's say I get to the end of Tidus' sphere grid. Well, one of the things I may want to do is take Tidus into Kamari's sphere grid and use that as a way out. By return sphering Tidus to the start of his, and then going through Kamari's sphere grid to, let's say, Orin's. Return spheres are very useful. They're not the most useful sphere. The teleport sphere, I believe, takes up that particular mantle.
Teleport sphere works like a return sphere, but it lets you go to anyone that anyone else has unlocked.
They're also very rare.
Right.
For precisely that reason. Okay, so we're doing pretty good here. We do need to go to the Mushroom Rock, which, knowing the encounter right there, is of course going to give me a headache.
Ah, but think of the experience.
I don't want to think of the experience. There's no experiences I wish to have in Mushroom Rock. We've already been there. So we need to go to Mushroom Rock Road Precipice. I have no idea where that particular location is. But we're going to go look. Tidus's run animation looks really goofy. Okay. So if you'll notice, Tidus is extremely fast right now. Also, the weapon he's using is the Sonic Steel, which gives me first strike. So I will always attack these guys first. This becomes a lot more useful than you might think. You know, I may just put Tactician on Wakka at this rate.
Is that the one where he gets energy for just having a turn?
No. That's Ally. No, Tactician is the one, if I remember correctly, where he gets energy for afflicting a status effect. Like, for instance, stoning an enemy.
Ah.
He seems to have a ridiculously high rate of doing so. Also, you may have noticed back then that Tidus got Thunder cast on him and took 0 damage. That's going to happen a lot in these early areas. Of course, depending on who you're attacking, he might do 0 damage too. Now, one thing I've been kind of neglecting doing, because I don't like wasting overdrives, Tidus's overdrives you get additional ones the more overdrives you use. So I kind of need to start using overdrives for the sake of getting more overdrives. I don't know if that's likely to happen, but, you know, it's a thing.
Yeah, to get his final overdrive, you need to have successfully used his overdrive something in the vicinity of 80 times.
Is it just his overdrive, or is it everybody's overdrives?
Just his overdrives count.
Well, I think one of his overdrives is AoE. I'm pretty sure Energy Rain is AoE. But if we have to use his overdrives anyways, let's kill this person.
Now, the qualifier
skip,
here is
jump.
special. The qualifier here is also successfully using his overdrive.
Are you sure? I thought it was just used in general.
Well, the thing I was reading says it's successfully, so, you know, I'm not sure if screwing it up counts.
Well, let's hope I use it successfully then. Luckily, it doesn't take much to actually get Tidus going. Is this thing immune to TKO? Let's find out. Yes. Damn. Not that it's going to take much to kill it. It's only got about 2,000 health, and everybody's dealing over 500. There it goes. Oh, overkill with a crit from Auron. Not that it means much.
No time to waste.
Yeah, Auron's doing his job.
Okay, another Devastator. Okay, guys, well, we still have to go hunt down this orb, and it's been 20 minutes, so we will let you guys go. We will see you guys soon, where we'll start off with Auron's next orb, and then we will gradually make our way back to Macalania Forest to pick up the remaining 3 orbs. We'll see you soon.